first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Stafford on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here the 32. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. Jackson now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Newton on 1st down.
He's got Anderson on the slant. 7 yards the pick up there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Again, Newton.
That's caught. It's Shi Smith.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown!
Terrace Marshall
From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here? On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now Anderson, and he's going to let it go deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory. Touchdown, Rams!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
It's a run with Akers.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Newton going to keep this one himself.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, what a grab by Woods.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.